Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls who hear the familiar sound effects of Snarfstone activated, it's time. Whoa. Whoa, what just happened to my camera? What just happened? Look at this. Oh my god, it's a Void Sean. Okay, I know how to fix this. Okay, watch. What we do is we come over here and we unplug it. Then we plug it back in again. And then we wait. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. It's incredible. It's incredible. Awesome. Alright. Let's talk about the deck that we're going to be building today. Prismatic Lens. Swap a minion and a spell from your deck. Or excuse me, draw a minion and a spell from your deck. Swap their cost. Now, first of all, I want to note a few things about this card. It is a 4-mana draw 2 cards, specifically guaranteeing a minion and a spell. Like, if you ignore swap their cost at the very end, and it just says draw a minion and draw a spell from your deck, that's kinda interesting, right? That's kinda interesting. So, I'm trying to think of what is the best deck to run such a thing. What is the best deck to run such a thing? I also have my usual chicken lunch here. I'm going to go ahead and mute during the chews. God, it's good. God, it's great. So, here's something that we could do. We could look up, let's just find all the spells that are Paladin. And let's look at the juicy big ones, huh? I think this and this are definitely the most juicy of all. Like, we could run, conceivably, just an aggro deck with double Prismatic Lens. Cheap minions, big spells, make it aggro. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, actually, what if we just did like that? Are there any other, like, really amazing spells? I think those are the only two. I mean, maybe arguably Lay on Hands, but Lay on Hands for 2 is, yeah, just meh. Meh. Oh my god, you guys. We could get Call to Arms and make it cheap. We could get Kangor's Endless Army for cheap. That is true. Starting to wonder, like, hey, what if we just did another even Paladin? Like, are any of the cheap Paladin spells even that important for that? I mean, probably the Equalities, probably the Consecrates, probably the... Oops, not you. Yeah, what if we just did an even aggro deck? I think Blessing of Kings would be pretty important to that. Returning any spells you cast on this minion to your hand. That's kind of tight. Alright, let me get Gen Greymane in here. Yeah, and we're just gonna have to put in a ton of 2-droppies, huh? Ton of 2-droppies. Who are the best 2-droppies that there ever were? JK Laser 10 says aggro is boring. Maybe tried Prismatic Lens with a ton of cheap secrets later? Maybe. You know what? Let's come back here. What do we really want out of this? What do we really want out of this, huh? What do we want out of our Prismatic Lens life? Now hear me out. Alright. Is this good? Destroy Murloc, gain +2/+2? Probably not. Really good. Starting to see Can you see? Yeah, are you starting to wrap your head around what I'm putting down? And you know what? Just hear me out. Just hear me out. Just hear me out. If we also run Spike-Ridged Steed, justifying the running of a Primal Fin champion, ooh. Ooh, you know what I'm thinking? Yeah, let's... This could actually be Prismatic Paladin. I think this is... yeah. I tend to like Tidehunter. More than Bluegill Warrior. Do I actually want the Primal Fin Lookout? Do I actually want one of these Dread Scale Knights? Probably not. What do we really want in this? I mean, Bluegill Burst is seemingly nice. Maybe we just want both, you know. Now, another card that I think is absolutely critical for this, that doesn't mess with anything. True Silver Champion. Unidentified Maul. Maybe just one. This could actually be really dirty. To get the 2-mana Dynasize and just play the Primal Fin champion. Yeah. Maybe we do want 2 of these. Yeah, what do you think? What do you think, huh? Other than Prismatic, what's your card draw? None. None. It's a Murloc deck. It's trying to win on turn 6. You know what? I need to put in, I need to cut one Identified Maul. I need to put in Sunkeeper to Rim. No Divine Favor? No, can't. Can't. We have Prismatic Lens. We don't want to draw a 3-mana thing and swap it.
I will fight with honor.
Primal Fin champion. That's going to go home for sure. Didn't... I thought I fired you. I thought I cut you, huh?
Job's done.
Yeah, we've been muted. That's fine. We're just chilling. Yeah, I don't want to put in a 3-mana bad card. Alright, let's begin the beatdowns. Turn 4. Gentle Megasaur, let's do it. I don't care. I don't care at all if he does a Force of Nature here. Not in the slightest. Do not give a damn, huh? What would be 6 mana? Double Force of Nature to just kill me? I wonder how we deal with a swarm of 1/1s. Muted? Yeah, we were so muted. I was just thanking the cat for bringing me a cup of hot coffee. It's very thoughtful of the cat. Really, just incredible work to the babies. You know, I know some changes that we need to make.
A natural mistake. Well played.
Get me out of this game.
Victory is yours.
All right, here's what I'm thinking. We just can't fall behind after turn 1 and 2. And there's some obvious things that we need to change, right? Okay, so I was not over the moon about the Bluegill Warrior. I'm still not over the moon. I'm not over the moon about Hydrologist yet. But I think it's okay. It's a very flexible card. There's a couple obvious things that I think we need to put in here. Where is it? Righteous Protector. 100%. Not even close. I mean, it's not a Murloc, but it's not even close. Not even close. And the other one that we want to put in is Sunkeeper Tarim. I think I might cut a True Silver and put in another Maul because I want to make sure that we don't lose control of the Bard. True Silver Champion is just staggeringly good, but I think our deck needs to be sufficiently fast.
Uther versus Mecha Jaraxxus!
You face Mecha Jaraxxus! I will fight with
Oh, yeah.
honor.
Warlock, huh? Alright. Our deck might suck, but that's okay. We're experimenting. We're experimenting with Prismatic Lens. See, I really think Prismatic Lens... 1/1s... God, I'm amazing at calling it. I really think... Okay, so I think that the real key to understanding Prismatic Lens as a card, I claim, this is the sort of hypothesis that we're going to present, that we're going to test through the day, right? Hypothesis that we present is that Prismatic Lens, I think most people will look at this and focus on the swap their costs piece. Wow, coin hero power? Oh, that's funky. Definitely the redemption, because we have this 1/1. Most people will look at this and they will focus on the swapping cost. I can get a 2-mana Dynasize or a 2-mana Spike Ridge Steed or whatever. And that's certainly what we're doing a little bit here. This is a much better play. However, I'm going to claim, I think that the real juice of the Prismatic Lens is that it draws 2 cards, guaranteeing a minion and guaranteeing a spell.
Why do you call?
I think that's the true juicy juice. Now, do I want a Gentle Megasaur here? I think the answer is yes. It's a 5/4. Yeah. Oh, 1000% we're going to do that. Okay. Now, unless he has a... I'm a crowd pleaser. Oh my god! Oh shit, I think... Did I find lethal? Oh my god, okay, alright, yeah, no, let me just finish the bullshit I was saying before we come back to a 3-mana 10/10. Yeah, I think that the big juiciness of Prismatic Lens is that it always draws a minion and always draws a spell. So I think the Prismatic Lens is like the nice control draw. I just don't know how a Control Paladin beats Togwoggle Druid. I don't know.
How long can this
a solution. God, there's a lot of shit I want to do right now. Not yet. It's not the right time yet, huh? Let's get some help, huh? Yeah. I'm just imagining him going, "That's so unfair." Jake Laser 10, 100 bits. Actually, 200 bits total. One for to remind me about the cards, and then once again, 3 mana 10/10 versus 1 mana Lich King with cheap secrets. I wonder what the difference in win rate is between big cheap spell minion Prismatic Lens versus cheap big minion. See, that's kind of my thought about why this would be good in a control deck. You have Tyrians, you have Lich Kings, you're going to have some cheaper spells like an Equality. Alright, is that our lethal? Okay, let's count. Alright, so how can we clear this? We hit here, and we hit here. This is 5, 6, 5, 6, 10. Shit, dude. This is the best way to do this, right? The best way to do it, right? You just get him down like 10 and then BAM! Yeah, but if we're a control paladin running Prismatic Lens and we can get like a very cheap Tyrian Ford Ring, that could be very good.
Uther versus Thrall.
For Doomhammer, I will fight with honor.
Fuck. I muted. The question from Snake4641 was, is Jack Ryan any good? I think Jack Ryan is excellent. Just absolutely excellent. Very pulpy, very good. Oh my god, Sacril's now hosting you for 3,648 viewers. Welcome to Rock Bottom, 42nd. Eureka, I've done it. Oh! Cool. Ugh.
I wonder.
Probably be better anyways. Thanks for the host, Chris. Wow, right at the start of my day, too. That's very nice of you. Hey, 42nd, according to Dona's Sacriel. Sacriel is a absolutely brilliant shooter player. Does fantastic and excellent pieces. Oh my god, I forgot about Nightmare Amalgam. If you watch Sacriel stream, it's a real delight, too. Yeah, I think this is actually pretty good. It's a real delight to hear Chris walk through his thought process of his positioning and his maneuvers in a way that actually kind of reveals shooter subtleties and strategy that is invisible to me. Kind of, you know, like, oh my god, we're actually gonna block it. Yeah. Kind of like, you know, in StarCraft, if you don't know that you should always be building workers and why, it can be kind of obtuse as to what's even going on. Chris is fantastic about just providing really, really nice commentary. That just helps elucidate that sort of stuff. It's really lovely to watch. And of course, I've known Chris a while, and the fact that you kindly host is really appreciated. And of course, 3 years, Sacriel. Oh my god, 3 years. Happy 36 months, man. Oh, it's our anniversary. It's a happy 36. Alright, I can't do it. I can't do it. Now, we give this one health because if he lightning storms, we want to make sure that this juicy buff stays out of range. Sakura says it's our anniversary. You take me to Ethiopian? Anytime you're in town, baby. Anytime you're in town, let me know, man.
Is here.
We will insta-snap go to Ethiopian. Alright, what is the most effective way to crack through this? Well, I think that we're going to have to do this due to the probability that we will be getting a 1 or 2 mana dino size. Okay, is that lethal? I mean, that's 3, 6, 10. Okay, so if we do this, 3, 6, 9. God, it's really close. Oh my god, that's so funny. I could technically set him to 1 if I traded a creature and let this 4 damage hit instead of hitting with the 3 damage. But I figure, since I can't kill him anyways, I might as well keep everything alive and hit him with the 10-10 frog, you know? We did it. That's one big frog. Oh god, I have a cankersaur on my lip here. I haven't had a cankersaur in a long time. I used to get a ton of them when I was a kid, but I can't remember what I ate. I ate some over this weekend that I was like, I am definitely going to get a cankersaur after this. Oh my god, Orpheus TV for 39 months says, what a sexy game being played by a sexy man. Being watched by a sexy audience. Being entertained on a sexy platform. God damn, I'm feeling so sexy today. Ooh. Ooh. I'm picking up what you're putting down, Orpheus, and I'm liking it. What do I think about Prismatic Lens against a rogue? I think because there's so many odd rogues, this seems like a very difficult matchup. The lens, I think, is going to hurt us a lot. Unidentified Maul is one I was specifically looking for.
None will survive. The light protects me.
I know this looks a little backwards, but I think this is actually the correct play. Because he's invariably going to hero power. Standard. I'm going to coin out the Nightmare Amalgam for the sturdiness. Now I could play 2 different targets. I actually think that's probably pretty preferable. I think Noble Sacrifice is actually better than Repentance, but it seems close.
Halt! Who goes there?
This is going to be a rough one. This is going to be a really rough game, for sure. Oh my god, Myra says, the full Ultima 7 package on GOG today for 89 cents? I'm buying that right now. Thank you, thank you. Okay, search. Ultima. Yeah, just look up Ultima, that's fine. Ultima 7 Complete Edition. Add to cart. Added. Are there any other sales going on right now? Today's flash deal. Alright, 89 cents. Oh, shit. Shoot. That's really tough to deal with. That's really tough. Thief, I already own Thief. Legacy of Kane's Soul Reaver 2, already own that. That's fine. I'll just buy this for 89 cents. Go to checkout. Pay for your order. Oh my god, Ultima 7 the Black Gate and the Forge of Virtue, as well as Ultima 7 Serpent Isle and the Silver Seed. Oh my god, I did it. I got it. I did it.
For justice.
Alright, we're getting low a little bit.
Reporting for duty.
Hey, Space Beef, 3 months in a row. Love the stream, the day-night community. Keep it up. This community is the best. I'm so happy that I get to broadcast to you wonderful folk every day. I was not looking at what he did on his turn order. I was busy buying Ultima 7 and reminiscing so hard. God, that game is it's like a work of art. It's so beautiful. That's actually pretty good. If I do this, and then summon this and this, then I can power out these guys all next turn.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
I think his deck has a incredibly winning matchup against us.
The battle for justice. The battle.
I mean, if we are able to consistently mark wins over the course of the day against odd rogues, color me surprised, man. Are you kidding me? I'm like really uncomfortable in this matchup because he can just deal 2 damage. And, I mean, we have the Murloc Tide Color with 2 health. This has 2 health. He has a lot of 1 damage minions, so he can trade a 1 damage minion plus a 2 thing. 2 damage from his weapon to kill most of our shit. Killing this, I guess. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of what I mean. Like, this is pretty sick. I actually want to do this.
The battle for justice.
I mean, we might look like we're in a good position, but I feel pretty darn uncomfortable. Like, he plays a Giggling Inventor. It's going to be hard to push through that. Then he'll play a Fungalmancer, you know?
Close the gates!
Now, if we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 13 minus 8 is 5. We're going to do this 100%. Like a Leroy Jenkins, which feels very likely, would kill us.
Red minion already attacked.
I think this is the best play that I got. I think we have to try to win really hard. Yeah. Yeah. Do we call it or what? I'm pretty sure that's just a losing matchup for us. Pretty sure. Look at some cheap other opportunities here. Bum, 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 bum. Is there any 1-mana creatures that are good? Light's Justice doesn't seem like it would do terribly much for us. Because the problem is that he's dealing 2 damage. That's really the problem. Primal Lookout is worth looking at. I don't necessarily think so. If I did, I would just replace Nightmare Amalgam with Primal Fin Lookout. That actually seems a little bit more stable of a decision. Maybe that's actually better. That feels better to me. The 3/4 stat line was not the most incroyablement thing. This definitely seems like me just... This is stupid. This is a stupid decision. We don't need this. I think I'm actually going to replace this with 2 oozes. This is what will actually help us hard in this matchup. We question whether this is as effective as having an additional 2-drop Murloc. Like, it could be the case that we say, you know what, this isn't worth it, but the Tide Hunter's worth it. Because it summons 2 targets that we can then buff up against a rogue. Ooh, that actually does sound good. Yeah, I like the Murloc Tide Hunter a lot better. It has the same stats as the Ooze. Doesn't destroy the weapon. So I'm kind of thinking of like a sliding scale. Like, the way I think of it is that if I am at a 6 out of 10 against a certain matchup, whatever the fuck that means, if I'm at a 6 out of 10, we've done it. We have a winning record. We don't need to be 9 out of 10, right? We don't need to run like 7 weapon removals to make sure we crush Odd Rogue. Because if we crush Odd Rogue and we're like 3 out of 10 in 2 other matchups, that's bad. I want to be like 6 out of 10 in all 3 matchups. Do we always keep Murloc War Leader? I feel like possibly no. I think maybe we just always mulligan for 1 and 2 drops, but I'm built out of greed, so there you go.
Job's done.
So we're up against what I would expect is a Shutterwalk Shaman.
Truth is found in death.
The light dims.
There's a Shutterwalk Shaman, 100%. Alright, I know what to do here. Well, this changes things a little bit. Like, we could play this to break through and trade. Then they would all be very weak. It'd be a little too weak. So I could Grimscale Oracle and then play the Murloc War Leader. But that feels a little flimsy to me.
For justice.
Like, this is pretty clearly a line. And then I think this sets up for a slightly more stable follow-up turn. I'd kind of like to Grimscale Oracle and then Gentle Megasaur. Poet 3322, 1,000 bits. Thank you. It says, hey Day9, watched a ton of your YouTube content over the years and want to show my appreciation. Thanks for all the great content. Man, thank you. I appreciate that. Ooh, how do we do this? Definitely these 2 things. No, we already fucked up. This, we could have had, like, Wind Fury and shit. Oh well. It's fine. We lost out on a thing, but that's the +3 health is the best possible outcome for us.
Engaging TC1
The 1/4.
into dislocator.
Not so bad. Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Pretty bad. Pretty terrible, actually.
For justice.
I mean, we're running pretty hard into Volcano and Lightning Storm. Like, Volcano mostly clears our board. Major Stranger says, Hearthstone music sounds weird. Anyone else hears it? Yeah, if it is sounding weird, I'd love to know. I'd love to know. Dust Warden says, if you can Wind Fury after you attack, you can still attack a second time. Oh, no, yeah, that's right, but... I mean, Wind Fury with this Grimscale Oracle could have done extra chunk of damage. Well, this is actually great news, then. We will simply ride upon the frog. Really, is my audio getting distorted at all? Let me mute this. Like, anyone who's having the sound issue, go ahead and refresh. And tell me if you're still having that issue, please. I would really appreciate it if you did. It sounds like some people are, some people aren't.
It's harvest time.
It's harvest time.
You win this.
So, I want to be really careful of this. Raymad is a player who I think is very good at building aggro decks. Very, very good. And he stresses this a lot, that the important thing in an aggro deck is not to have too much card draw. You want to, like, if you are killing someone right at the same time that you have 0 cards in your hand, you're succeeding. This is an excellent card against Rogue. You're succeeding, you're doing it. You are succeeding. So don't, you know, shoot yourself in the foot by weakening yourself so that you can't do that finishing blast.
But we fight.
And so I think about that. Like, every time we're winning the game, I'm noting that we have like 1 card left in our hand. Which is great. Which is really great. So I'm thoughtful of the fact that we might need maybe 1 more source of card draw. Maybe just 1. Likely not too crazy. Let's see what we get first. Probably. This feels really rough. You know, I actually kind of think that it's okay to cut the Murloc Tide Hunters. We could also arguably cut a single Cold Light Seer. I just think that we need more oomph against odd rogues. There's also enough hunters that killing the candle shots is good. Get positive. See, I really don't like how these Nightmare Amalgams feel. They feel so basic. I actually would rather cut the Nightmare Amalgams and then put in Oozes. I'd rather just get rid of them entirely. I think the meta's too fast right now. Too fast. Too fast. Clown Shoes forever. What an ID! Welcome, Clown Shoes! Great stream. Appreciate the positivity. Yeah, that's right. I like being positive. I like being absolutely positive. Oh, God.
Reporting for justice.
So I don't want to do any trading, because I want to keep as many things alive for the potential spike-ridged steed. Hi, Sheriff. Hi. Oh, it's a good cat. Yeah, give you just scritches. We're dead. We can't withstand this. Ugh. I found a card that buffs him.
The victory is...
Here's what I think. Here's what I think. Oh, this is not the deck we're playing today. Yet. Alright, I think that if I cut these Nightmare Amalgams, we might want two. We might want like one like this from the Secret of the Ooze. Dun. Douche, douche, douche. I'm just gonna be a basic bear and just keep the two in there for now. Going down the curve a little bit, which is good. This is a very useful thought. Like if we, like what I'm thinking is Cold Light Seer plus not the Primal Fin Champion, the Primal Fin Lookout, something like this. I think is a very strong possibility, or maybe cutting the True Silver and putting in another Primal Fin Lookout. That actually. This is the most questionable card that I'm running right now, but I think it seems good if we can get Cold Light Seers in there. Something like this. Let's maybe try this a little bit. Let's try this a little bit, yeah?
Uther versus Tyrande!
Give me strength.
All right.
I will fight with honor.
Megan Panda. I have a theory that we're going to beat Megan Panda with a Prismatic Lens. I mean, this is probably a terrible mulligan. Like, absolutely, but... we're 1000% going to try a Prismatic Lens control later this afternoon. Well, what do you know? We got a turn one play, huh?
Is someone injured?
Uh-oh. Well, we've fed. Redemption, 100%. I think we fed. I think Megan's won. I think we're dead. But that's okay, because we're going to Prismatic Lens. Lens-tacular. Alright.
For justice! Reporting for duty.
Who's ready for the Lensy? Do these decks run Shadow Word Death? Hope not. Hope not.
Do you like to play with fire?
Aw, oh, come on, man. Excuse me. Alright. It's time to dino-size it. Healing. Smart for her to heal herself instead of the Pyromancer, since we're obviously going to kill that. Fuck.
For justice!
God. I do not have good plays right now.
The light dims, but we fight.
I do not have good plays right now. One mana Spikeridge Steed is not actually the best thing in the world. Alright, let's get it down. I'm going in. Dude, so she 1,000,000% has a Psychic Scream.
Oh, the shadow.
Like, the number is actually 1,000,000%, so I need to be real careful to do nothing.
The battle!
Repent.
Reporting for duty.
I mean, this is like a 1,000,000% chance. What's the concept of this deck? It's an aggro deck that can Prismatic Lens to get a really cheap Dino Size. What? I don't even want to be alive. Fucking sad, you know.
Reporting for duty. Ungoro belongs to the Titan. The battle!
Repent.
Sad. Yeah, that one's really sad. Maybe he doesn't have a Psychic Scream. I don't know. Maybe it's not a Psychic Screamy kind of deck. We have 12 damage on board. We can enhance that by 7 to 19. That's pretty cool. Dino Size is just so awesome, guys. It's just so good.
The light dims, but we fight. Repent.
The battle!
100% of the time when I play that. Makes me laugh.
The light has betrayed me.
Alright, well, now's our chance, huh?
The battle!
No more heals for Megan. We swap out Spikeridge Steeds for Spiteful Summoners. I'm worried we don't actually have enough guarantees on the summoner. Like, it's gonna summon a 4-mana thing, like a high percentage of the time.
Reporting for duty.
Alright, Megan. I'm really feeling like this deck is weakened by having Prismatic Lens and Dino Size, because like on turn 4, I typically want to just keep building the board, keep growing it. I feel like she's just better at this game than I am. That's really the only thing that we can admit to ourselves. She's just a better player, man. Welcome back, Psychic Scream. All right.
The victory.
I really don't know about this. Deckaroo, you know. Now, alternatively, we could do some sort of like flooded din thingy. I don't freaking know. Like, if we did something that was more mid-range. Here's another theory that I'm working with. Prismatic Lens. Oh my god, I'm typing in the title. Whoa, our brain started to shut down. And if we did, again, Greymane, doop, yep. And then we put in just buffs. Oops, I passed by it. Blessing of Kings, Dino Size, Spikeridge Steed. And then we had all predominantly inexpensive creatures. We're going to need much sturdier creatures than we previously have ever had. There's not a lot of pirates that are a threat. Dump bump. Dump bump. I think Loot Hoarder is fine. Plated Beetle's fine. I think probably the Amani Berserkers. This is interesting, huh? Let's see here. What are good 2-drop creatures? We want to be coated in 2-drop ruse. Amani Berserkers. Yeah. True Silvers, because this is neither a spell nor a cheap creature. Weapons are good. Weapons are very good. Volunteer. I think Volunteer is going to actually fit in this. We're going to need, like, a ton of minions, though. I think this is actually an acceptable target already. We need 2 more 2-drops, though. Serenite Chain Gang, yep. We'll just need a lot of distributed taunts and ways to... I know I can type in Serenite Chain Gang. I'm just looking right now. I'm just looking. Is the Vorax even worth it? I don't think so. All minions. Yep, definitely one of these puppies. That's really good. So, we don't have any Consecrates or any of those kinds of things. Do we still just run the Pyromancers anyways? What's a good way to deal with a lot of 1/1s? Maybe a Vicious Scalehide? What's a good way to deal with a lot of 1/1s that are going to be there, huh? I have some ideas here. Mossy Horror, maybe. Let's see, I want not expensive creatures and expensive spells. And I want not cheap spells and cheap creatures, right? Because we're sort of trying to build around Prismatic Lens. So we're looking for cheap ways to deal with it. I actually think maybe just a Knife Juggler. The Mage class. That's a good answer. All Cats Are Beautiful says, I suggest the Mage class. That's... That's so fucking funny, man. Oh my god. Maybe we actually dry gulch it? No, that seems such a weak play. Doesn't that seem like a weak baby play for babies? Bloodsail Raider might not be a horrible choice. It's surprisingly solid. There's no pirates in this meta. Wow. Yeah, you know what, I'm gonna try to run the Knife Jugglers in here. Not gonna run the Dry Gulch Jailers, they're just too passive for me. Too passive. Consecration. We might just literally need to run Consecration. But, as a thought, what I'm gonna do is try to leave them out, and I'm gonna try to run Defender of Argus, Sen'jin Shieldmaster, what's just 2 mana goodness? What's 2 mana goodness that we can get? Dry Gulch Jailer. What do we think about this? Maybe. Bluegill combo with a cheap Dynasize? Maybe. All right, we need one more 2-mana creature. What's one more 2-mana creature, huh? Do you like Keleseth? An even only deck. So we have one Keleseth and our whole curve starts at 4. We also have some 0 mana boys. Yeah, maybe actually, yeah. This actually is not unreasonable at all. Yeah, why not, dude? Fuck it. Nah, I do want a 2-mana. What's a 2-mana boy? A 2-mana fellow. This could be an acceptable selection. Weird. What a weird ass spell. Dun, 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 da, da, da. Maybe one Pyromancer. That's actually not an unreasonable comment at all. I think I kind of like the Vicious Scalehide as a 1-of, just like a little tech card to have in there. All right, so let's try this out. Let's try, because I've had a lot of success with these even decks, but the even decks also had qualities, Consecrates, Pyromancers. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to make a bunch of sturdy, sticky minions that we can then Prismatic Lens to really buff them up and punch through. So we are claiming that a Defender of Argus is better with this particular deck. Because we don't have a lot of cheap spells. In the other deck we had Equalities, we had Echo, Echo the Bells. Sea Giants, this deck does not swarm as hard, but maybe, yeah. The real problem, though, is if I did that, I would want to cut Prismatic Lens and cut Dino Size. Because, again, I want no expensive creatures. So that way, when I Prismatic Lens, I have it, one of these expensive spells gets cheapened. So we want to play the Acidic Swamp Ooze first. We're really running 2 oozes against the preponderance of odd rogues. These funky, weird rogues. No Keleseth, no balls. It's true. It's true. It's true. You're right. You're right.
It's time for a little blood.
Ectoplasm 111 says, the thing about meme decks is you don't just want to giggle. You want to giggle in a reasonable time frame. That is true. I'm still going to claim that I think that Prismatic Lens is best suited for some sort of control paladin. But, okay, so here's a question I want to pose to chat. Don't type your answer until I come back, because I'm going to take my turn swiftly, and then I'm going to go get some coffee. Is Vicious Scalehide good here? I think I would claim it's very good here, because this makes us a little bit more durable against a swipe. Here's my question. A control paladin typically is about exhausting our opponent's resources in the long run. Druids are typically running the Malagos Druid to blow you up in a turn, the Togwoggle Druid to run you out of cards and swap decks. How the hell does a control paladin beat those Druid archetypes? Don't answer now, because I'm getting coffee. I'm getting coffee. Once again, I'd like to give a shout out to the cat for making coffee. Thank you.
I wonder. I wonder.
Oh! Alright, so the best way to kick through that is how? 2 damage and 1 damage. Kinda like that. Oops.
My shield! For Aggro, you want me to?
Kinda sets us up for a swipe, but, you know, what are you gonna do? You had to get coffee. What's the other mug? This mug is Clockwork from Dota 2. Really, really beautifully done mug. Alright. Sort of knew we were walking into that, but I probably could have done a better trade, but I came back a little bit slow. The less evil says Exodia Pally against slow decks. What's the Exodia Paladin again? How do you Exodia it up? How's a Prismatic Paladin doing? Asks 4 dancing, 2 cactus, 0. We're not going anywhere. This is good. If we can get a dino size on this boy. Alright, damn.
Spectacular.
Does it show what gets swapped? Does it show? I don't know if it does. All right, so we're gonna try again. We'll try again in a little bit. I think Defender of Argus is a little bit slow for this deck, but maybe it's okay.
This curse has become
This curse.
reporting for duty.
Tice OTK Paladin, but didn't it have a Burgly Bully? What? Oh, that's right. Shrink Ray. I forgot about that one. Oh, there's some juicy things in there. How do you OTK with this? How the hell do you OTK with that Paladin? This deck sucks. This deck currently, like, really fucking blows.
Tadingo! Yes! How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
Zola, Blackwalled Pixie Brewmaster? You make the Pixie cost... So can someone actually really pedantically explain how you actually make that combo work? Can't play this. Because see a lot of people are just going, Pixie Ancient Brewmaster. I truly do not see in the slightest how to do it. I'm not looking super hard though, because I'm in a game right now.
Reporting for duty.
My hand is too full.
Alright, let's see here. You get 3 of the horsemen in your hand. Oh. Oh, shit. That's interesting. Oh, now that's some bullshit right there. Wow, that's dirty. Yeah, this thing that we're running right now is really kind of a sucking.
Put this apple on your head.
Reporting for duty.
My shield for Argus.
Can't run this out in case it's Malagod. Oh, this is very, very interesting. That is a very interesting little deck. We're dead, by the way. We lost.
Well played.
I'm not even gonna play this out. I think this deck totally sucks. This deck just totally sucks. Yeah. Wow. Alright. Prismatic Control. So this is interesting. We have Uther of the Ebon Blade as our win condition. And we have Ancient Brewmaster. We have a Zola. And we have a Blackwalled Pixie as ways to activate it. So then everything else just needs to be control. Youthful instead of Ancient? Definitely not, because believe it or not, we run Call to Arms. It's really clever, huh? Alright. And then Prismatic kind of winds up just being card draw here. Blood Mage, Thalnos. Oops, let me just put in Thal. Crystal Smith Kangor. Do I have Crystal Smith Kangor? I think I do. Are there any buffs for this guy? This might move a little faster than I'm comfortable with, but that's fine. No. No. Equality. Stonehill Defender is a classic. Consecration, True Silver. This is going to be so weird. This is actually the weirdest thing. Sunk. Alright, and I messed something up. Oh, I don't have the Plated Beetle in there. Nice. Alright, so let me go ahead and credit the Tice Prismatic Control. Now this is weird. Now this is really weird. Okay, so here is... I understand how this deck works now, thanks to chat explaining the clear win condition. So... let me explain bluntly the problem that all slow control decks face. All slow control decks face. All slow control decks right now have a few absolute auto-lose. Control decks are supposed to take a long time, go slowly, draw slowly, draw some, but generally kind of slowly grind the opponent out more efficiently. We're up against a priest. I can go ahead and keep Uther in this matchup. In other matchups, I'd have to chuck it. So yeah, again, it's like slow, grindy sort of thing. So that way, at some point, your opponent runs out of cards in their hand, in the board, or in their deck, and then you win, right? That's kind of like the idea of a grindy control deck. There's another type of control deck that exists that just destroys everything, which is like the Togwoggle Druid, where you just draw your whole deck, then you play Togwoggle to swap our decks, and Azalina Soul Thief to ensure that the decks permanently stay switched, and then you just win. So, I mean, against that, like, you lose hopelessly. Like, my big mage that I love playing, I had to stop playing because it just auto-lost to druids, which sucks, which really, really sucks. So this deck is kind of like Togwoggly in the sense that it's going for an OTK. Or Malagosy in that it's going for an OTK. And it also kind of has some anti-Togwoggly properties to it. And that if I just get my set of cards that I need, I'm in good shape. Oh my god, no half measures. No half measures says, hey guys, I'm Chris from the last game. Chris, you fucking owned us, man. You absolutely donkey punched us in that match. I was trying, today we're focusing on the Prismatic Lens. What I tried to do is make an even deck that had all low creatures and all high spells. And what happened was that I was flimsy and flaccid right at the start of the game. And then I lost really badly. Oh, God. Let's draw 2 cards, shall we? Uh-oh! Boo!
The battle!
Repent.
Jake Lichten's has got to tell you, Sean, the big minion lens deck is not doing so hot. Yeah, I've been hearing your research updates throughout. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Someone made a big mistake.
The battle! The battle!
Repent.
So if we're up against a priest, we're definitely not going to need this. I'm going to go ahead and begin to empty my hand. So then I can Prismatic Lens.
Hand is too full.
Repent.
Damn, my brain autopiloting was just like, throw out the stone hill. Scooper nothing, or excuse me, super nothing says, how's everyone doing, by the way? Hope you're all having a great day. I'm in good spirits, man. I did my full workout this morning. Boom.
The battle!
Still trying to work hard on that power hot. I want to lose like another 10, 15 pounds before TwitchCon. That's the big goal. Obviously, the nut draw is the Silverback Patriarch. It's not even close. I mean, are you kidding me? The value out of a 1/4 with taunt for 3 mana? Yes, please. TV Scom says, can I ask where you're at now? Because you look fantastic. Oh, TV Scom. Oh, TV Scom. Whoa. Ooh. Ooh. I am 215 US American pounds. Closer to 220 because of TI, where I ate continuously.
Do you like to play with fire?
I'm trying to lose weight. Woo. Watch me give no damns at all. Scom says, listen, I've got a man crush on you. By man crush, I mean I dare you in a heartbeat if you swung my way. Damn, TV Scom, damn. TV Scom, you're so forward. Ooh. Oh, shit. That just absolutely kills me. I think it's so funny. Sean has no weight, only muscle. That's not true. I still have tummy time. Still have tummy time. Look at this. He's helping me, I'm helping him. I'm gonna play UFO, the Ebon Blade. Ooh.
Fall by my... Fall by... Fall by my hand.
Do I just want to get in there?
Fall by my hand.
Might as well hit him once. God. Kyle 1. Ah shit, 14-month-aronies. What a thrill and a delight to have you for 14 total months. Well.
The doctor is in.
Oh my god, you met him! Oh my god!
I've forgotten about all of these cards.
Alright, we won.
Do you like to play with fire?
No peace, no rest.
Specimen.
If you have all 4, destroy the enemy hero. Wait, I have a question. Do we actually have to get different nerds? Oh no.
Death was merely a setback. Fall by my hand.
Wow. This is a lot more controlly than I thought. I screwed up then. I've never gotten this win condition once.
Let me change your mind.
Whoa.
Let the pain speak to me.
Alright, I was being wildly wasteful then.
Death was merely a setback. I'll put it on your head. Fall by my hand.
We got 2 of them. We gotta get different dudes. We're getting close to the point where we can claim that we won the video game, but we're not quite at the location
Light has betrayed me.
of sopping wet W's yet. Goodbye. Ugh! I'm not entirely certain how good I feel about Call to Arms. I mean, it has some merit to it, for sure.
Death was merely a setback.
Call to Arms has merit in that it thins the deck. Boy, I wish I had some healing. Fuck, we lost the game. It sucks.
Hey, give me that.
Well, that does little to nothing, huh?
No peace, no rest. At any cost.
Damn it all to hell.
Do you like to play with fire?
I don't know how much I love Sunkeeper Trim in this, but you know, seems like an acceptable card. We're more than likely dead. This is tough as hell to win at this point. see now. I see now how this works. This is a really interesting consideration.
Darkness speaks to me.
Really, it's all 4 different horsemen.
Short.
Is this confirmed? Is this confirmed? Can I get a confirmation here? Okay. Go for it. We lost the whole game.
No peace, no rest.
I lost. Mind Blast. Damn. Okay, now this deck has some legs, though. This deck has got some legs. I almost want to have more threats in here to actually have win conditions alternative to the Uther of the Ebon Blade. You know what I mean? Let's just play it for a little while.
Uther versus Mecha Jaraxxus.
Surly the Snake.
I will fight with honor.
Alright. So we've done some learning. I think we always keep True Silver Champion. Do we always keep Stonehill Defender? I think, actually, now that I've hit go, no, I think we actually never keep it. Yeah, we didn't quite have enough mana to do lethal. If we had 12 mana, we had lethal a few times in there. Boy, am I excited, man. I'm just excited about life lately. I'm just excited about life. Life's good. Life's great. Is any of us sorting through my wedding photos, watching Day 9 TV and feeling great? Oh my god, that must feel so nice.
Welcome to
Is LG sponsoring the stream? This is a Samsung, man. This is a Samsung. This is a Galaxy. I've been reading at night. I'm just grinding through Lee Child Make Me. Lee Child's the name of the author. It's an autobiography that Lee Child wrote called Lee Child Make Me. It's extraordinarily vain. Oh, fuck, that's funny. I like Jack Reacher. I've only read 2 Jack Reacher books, but I really liked them. I understand the 2 I read are bad. Not bad, but like not the best Jack Reacher books. There's 23, 24 of them now. I have such extraordinary respect for the fact that Lee Child, the author of Make Me, has released 1 book a year for 20 plus years. Jesus.
must destroy.
Doesn't John Krasinski play Jack Reacher? You know what? He kinda does. Bum, 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 bum.
Why do you go?
Turkey says Jim Butcher was releasing 1 book a year, and now where is peace talks? You know what? I refuse to be angry with that man for getting a delay, man. I refuse to be. Jim Butcher has brought me so much happiness. Oh my god. Karki says, I'm not actually mad at him, just having fun. Yeah, sorry. I kind of leapt to his defense a little quickly, didn't I? Excuse me! Yeah, I'm gonna hit him with the stone. The doors of stone. I think Sunkeeper's worse than Sunwalker here. Peace talks, the Laysman Killer, though. My understanding is that Jim Butcher went through a difficult divorce. As far as I'm concerned, if Jim Butcher literally never writes again, no problem, man. No problem at all. He's just an absolutely amazing author and has already brought my life so much happiness. Holy shit.
How long can this go on?
That is a good question. How long can this go on? I mean, goddamn. I do not see a lot of good plays coming up here. Oh my god, Nacho Bears says, first of all, Nacho Bears, amazing username. Second of all, let me read what you wrote. The snow clone deck you played a while back has hands down been the most fun I have ever had playing Hearthstone. With the removal of Flame Wreath Faceless, the format since feels like it's lost some of that early power. Do you think there's any cards in the new expansion that can revitalize the deck? Oh, shit. Oh, dude, actually. Is Snow Clones good in the current meta? It's bad against Priest, very bad against Priest.
Someone carved it.
I think this is probably good to just get some dudes down.
Justice.
Order. Order's important. Heal for 4! That is an interesting question. You might not need anything more. Like, I think that you'd lose against Priest, pretty much always, because you just get Psychic Screamed. But I think it's actually just good against everything else with just the 2 Earth Elementals and the 2 Snow Fury Giants. Excuse me, do you think this mortal is pitiful? You know that I am called the Count, because I really love to count. Sometimes I sit and count all day.
Out of my jungle.
Sometimes I... Ooh. Yeah, this one, 100%. Not even close. Actually, here's how we easily win this. We do this. So now we have the 2 taunts protecting our lifesteal taunt. Or lifesteal and non-taunt. And then when we play Sunkeeper Trim, we just out-heal him way too much. Sometimes I get carried away. Fuck. Fuck. Ah, shit. Yeah, everyone, I'm gonna go ahead and explain how we're gonna win this game here, okay? The more aggro the meta is, the more you don't need juicy targets like 4 mana 7/7 and something like a Snow Clones deck.
Who dares summon me?
Who dares Paul Bunyan me? just clear the board here, and that's probably pretty fine. I can also summon a bunch of dudes.
Ungoro belongs to the Titan.
This is probably the best.
Well played!
Well played! So, what? See, these things feel pretty freaking useless if I am not against.
Stop copying me! Stop copying me!
I love that. Stop copying me! Ugh. Hey, Maddie.
Look at me.
We hunger for vengeance.
Sets up a pretty good trim turn, huh?
Stop copying me! It's playtime.
Oh, yeah.
More souls.
Oops. Oh, that's way better. Five mana, 1/1. Dude, I've been reading books. I'm having a coding party tonight. It's gonna be an incredible party.
Reporting for duty. Ungoro belongs to the Titan.
Sunkeeper Trim with Giggly Inventor is actually pretty disgusting. Coding party? Coding party is... It's essentially a...
My deck approaches its end.
So, I think you heard me talk about this at the start of the year.
Summon me. Well played.
That I just wanted to do something that wasn't so damn serious.
Battle.
You know. And I mean, like, for instance, it's not that streaming is serious, but it technically is my job and my work. And if I do a good job, viewership increases and subscriptions increases and all these things. And if I do a bad job, then those things go down. Measurably. Like, there's been periods of time where I'm just kind of feeling, like, sad. Maybe I'm having personal stresses in my life, something like that. And, like, I make less money because people are pretty fucking smart and perceptive. So people just watch and they're like, yeah, I don't want to watch this. So, and the mind's like, oh, fuck. I'll keep one. It's harsh, but, you know, it's the way it is. I would say that I don't even think in terms of harsh versus not harsh, because, you know, it's about understanding that things have consequences and not to, oh, shit. Oh my god, fuck, we lose this. And it's about, you know, understanding what the consequences of things are and accepting those things.
I hope you like my invention.
And I bring this up because that is, you know, it's kind of... That's the serious part of it, you know, where I could go do a show like the amazing PC gaming show that I adore doing. I love the PC gaming show. It's fantastic. But with the PC gaming show, you know, it's kind of high stress, kind of like work, you know, and it's really easy for me to think of things to do that are work related. Oh my god, what if I spent an entire weekend doing nothing but playing Dark Souls and I just streamed it for 40 hours? Ah, that'll consume my time, you know, all this sort of stuff. And at some point, you just gotta be like, dude, you know what? I'm just gonna take it easy. And I am going to try to think of something that has nothing to do with my work that I can just work on. It's just
you
fun.
like my
It's just
invention.
in itself fun. So this would be something like making a gingerbread house, right? Spending some time making a gingerbread house, building a Lego set, doing a coding project, building a shed. Things like this. And so, I've just been working on a little for fun project with Eric. And because it's two of us working on it together, it's really easy when you're working alone to get demotivated. But, you know, let's say I code up something and I'm like, Eric, I want you to review my code so we can merge it to master.
Repent.
Back to the hand, baby. It's really fun when like, I have an idea, and then he has an idea, and then I have an idea, and sort of feedback loop back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Then all of a sudden, the project continues to have momentum, and it becomes more fun. It's really fun when Eric's like, I'm going to work on this thing. I'm like, okay, and then I just do the show for 7 hours, and when I'm done, he's like, okay, I'm finished. It's like super great and satisfying. But we're hitting some bug that's annoying us. And so we're like, alright, you know what would be sick is if we could crack this puppy. And so we're just gonna hang out tonight, do some work. Let's try to get that sucker done.
I hope you like my invention.
Ooh, that was a good play by him. Shit.
Another round?
I hope you like my invention.
JackFlash97 says, do you think streaming has changed your relationship with video games? You've been doing it for a really long time, so I wonder if you're still evolving when it comes to how you see games. It provides me a extraordinarily larger respect for a wider variety of games. We lost this match. This is just a hard loss matchup, as far as I can tell. I don't know, Prismatic Lens into lose the entire fucking game. That's very helpful.
Another
actually.
round?
And by this I mean, like, you know, I had very limited exposure to games, right? You sort of just get almost, you know, it's the tip of the iceberg of, like, game development, because I played only StarCraft for about 15, 20 years or so. That's the only thing that I did. There's a few other random games here or there that I was into, you know, like Beatmania 2DX, which is less mainstream. Alright, so I have to clear here.
Like to play with fire?
I think this is just a hard loss. It's hard for me to imagine how to even win this one. Whatever. You know, text twist. So I kind of felt like, oh, I had my other little things. But, you know, there's the big games like StarCraft, and I was aware of, like, Grand Theft Auto and stuff. But then you start to, like, play a ton of different games. And, you know, over time, I now really appreciate something like Stardew Valley, about this creative, expressive side, how you want to build the farm, and the sort of crafting and resource collection games, which I had not really played very many of. A lot of appreciation for your mainstream linear titles. You know, your Last of Us type things. So I just never really played those kind of games. Seems as good a turn as any to do this.
The light
It'll give me an appreciation for city building and simulation games, which I've just grown to love so much, so much. Shout out to Theme Hospital from last week. Woo! And it also gives me a appreciation for the variety of, like... God, that card is so sick. Gives me a real appreciation for... I don't know how we win this matchup.
I see.
Oh, fuck. Alright, maybe a consecration. I think I need the help this turn. You know, you feel the difference between a small, middle, and large game. Get more time to think about different types of games. Because, you know, it's one thing to be like, oh, I think city building games need this, blur. And then to, like, play 10 different city building games for a considerable amount of time. And to go like, oh, I see that idea that I thought was maybe, like, a really good idea. I actually see played out here. Okay. Yeah, wow. Ooh. Yeah, I think this is just a hard loss matchup. I'm not really sure how to beat this one. Oink, 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 oink. Ugh.
There once was a man from Gymnasius.
There once was a man from Gymnasius. There's no way to win. May as well draw. Resort of the Gorgon and call to arms, and it costs 3 mana. Woohoo!
The victory is yours.
I think that's a hard loss matchup. I think that's a hard loss matchup. So, I don't... Generally speaking, I'm not quite a fan of the decks that just try to sprint towards their win condition. And this feels a little bit sprinty. This feels a little on the sprinty side. Maybe that's critical. Ben Carries from ZVP says, how's your relationship with Dota 2 recently? I'd say it's better than ever. The only thing that I'm still fucking pissed off about is I still haven't done my solo queue matches. I still have not done my solo queue calibration. Next time Purge is out of town, I'm just doing solo queue calibration.
The battle.
Call to Arms is the card that I don't really like in this deck.
Not be tamed.
Ectoplasma says, when you calibrate for the new season, do you start from your last MMR? I think it's always trying to compute and estimate what your MMR is based upon all of your games. I mean, we gotta kill that. I mean, we have to kill that, right? I don't even think there's a choice in it. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna first bonk like this, and just kind of see what pops out. We do not have to kill that now. Remember this card! Does this go off? Okay. Whew. Crystal Smith Kangor seems a little bit out of place, a little teensy bit. Oh my god, ow. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, 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 ow. Who runs that card anyways, huh? Fuck yeah. Let's shrink this puppy down. God damn it, man. Let me get something on the field, please.
Reporting for duty.
Crap. I'd just like more power in the deck, right? Like a slower, more powerful deck. It's all fine.
The battle!
The Frostwolf grunt, of course. Dan MD 667 says having a really tough time in Instant Brood War as a Protoss piece player. I feel like it's an impossible game. You're definitely playing Brood War. Any tips for keeping your head up through loss after loss? Yes, I have a very important piece of advice. Just play 2v2, 3v3, 4v4, and just focus on mechanics for like 6 months, man. Playing one-on-ones is rough business, man. I really, really recommend that. I mean, my alternation used to be play 1v1s until I was frustrated, then go play 2v2v, 2v2s, and just play that. And then, like, feel good, and then go back and do the other one, and then go back and forth, and back and forth, and back and forth. And I can set up a nice big Pyro monster turn. Oh, that's the best one by far.
Your weakness betrays you.
Oh! Oh! Devilsaur Egg. I'm gonna trigger this. Yeah, get a card.
To play with fire?
Is that how that fucking works?
Job done.
Is that how that works?
That was a mistake.
Alright, I think I lost then. Because I thought that the kill the thing trigger and the Pyromancer trigger happened at the same time. Because the Death Rattle happens after the spell's cast, and this says after spell's cast, do this. Yeah, I mean, now we just lose. Alright. Oh my god, that sucks. Yeah, I just didn't... Alright, well. Does anyone know how the Hearthstone stack works? A lot of it is, like, not explicitly listed anywhere. You just kind of have to play a good amount and get used to it. You know, things like what is the order in which secrets, get triggered? Well, it's in the order that they're played. You know, things like that. So, what about at the end of turn triggers? Well, they do happen in an order. But then there's other things, like, that happen simultaneously. So I think the way that it technically would have worked is if the Pyromancer was played first and then the Spider Bomb was played, this after a spell cast trigger would happen before his after the spell cast trigger, I think. But there's no visible stack of information, so I don't even know if what I said was true. Do we keep Stonehill? I'm really curious about that. I think no. Alright, so we've been losing a lot with this deck, but, you know, we haven't even played that many games. We played 4 games with it, so... It feels like it doesn't have enough healing or stability versus the way the current meta works. Really feels kind of almost just flimsy. Like, it has some answers against things that build the board, but against like a burn deck or a burst deck.
We have many secrets.
Then he should trade here. So I have to do this.
Out of my jungle!
I'm glad for that, because I want to be able to coin out this call to arms.
Job's done.
And if he doesn't play another counterspell, then that's really nice, because I can run out Call to Arms again. Which is crazy to say now that it's 5 mana, but... Boop. Probably just straight into the face. Probably. See, I think Kangor is a really interesting card if I have more healing. Like, other than that, it just does not seem that interesting at all. I think I actually do another Call to Arms, because there's a 75% chance that we get the Righteous Protector out of there. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. Well, if we can get to Uther, that's going to be significant.
We have many secrets.
Shit. Okay, so there's a couple possibilities here.
Hey, give me that!
If this is a counterspell, then I want this gone. So this should not trigger, and then we do this, which clear Aruidoos the board, his things, and leaves me with a 3/1. Poor and Pickus is Day 9. What is your favorite, most fun deck you've played, current or previous metas? I would say 1000% the Big Mage. I love Big Mage. Like, a ton. Alright, well. We have the defensive position.
But we fight. The future is ours.
Oh, this thing. And then I draw.
Behold the tools of creation. Behold the tools of creation.
This guy is such a tool of creation right now.
Reporting for duty. Ungoro belongs to the Titan.
Repent.
So I think we win this because we have Uther of the Ebon Blade.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Just no Frostbolt to the face is really it. If he Frostbolts me to the face, we die instantly. One time. One time. That's a Pyroblast player if I ever saw it.
The light's justice has failed.
Oh, I just missed lethal because I'm an idiot.
Fall upon my head.
Hate it when that happens. When you play Uther, it undoes Frozen. Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. Well, we did it at least. It's accidental bad manner, huh?
Science overwhelming.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Well played.
What? Hey!
Uther versus Anduin.
The light shall bring victory.
I will fight with honor.
Alright. What now? Against a Priesto. Keep this, yeah? Seems like a pretty acceptable lineup of cards. Entropy TV says, do you know anything about that Valve/Richard Garfield game artifact? I do. I do. I was the one at TI7 that first announced the game. Valve gave me that extraordinary privilege. Following which, the entire audience went, "Aww." Ah, everyone was so sad it wasn't Half-Life 3 or something Dota related. Valve was like, a whole new game. Everyone's like, oh, boo. And then Valve was like, and we have 2 new heroes. And everyone's like, yay! Fucking Dota players, man. God damn. I hate new games. I hate anything that isn't Dota. Ah! And for what it's worth, I'm pretty much that now. That's kind of how I am. Friends are like, hey, do you want to play PUBG? I'm like, but that's not Dota, so nah. So nope. Dota's a decent game. I have 6,000 hours. It's fine. Dude, my fingers are tired all the time now. For a few reasons. First of all, I'm constantly fiddling with like pens like this, so that's just a tiring thing to do. I am an exhausty boy. Second reason. Phones are so heavy now. I hate how heavy phones are. I almost want to get like an old iPhone 2 that's just tiny. I like a small baby phone.
Come dance to my song.
Alright.
The light dims, but we fight.
Hell yeah, Soren Kels has just found you through Spellslingers and now sub. Can't believe I'm living without your glorious, or I've been living without your glorious personality. Thanks. Hey, thank you, Soren Kel. It's a very sweet thing to say. Also, this fucking guy, man. Yeah, you see? Yeah. Storing spell, +2 health, it's storing it. I don't have any targeted spells that I can hit him with.
For justice.
Repent.
Réponds! Réponds! Sacré bleu, quel répond! What do I repent? Yeah, I just want a little tiny finger. Just want tiny baby fingers with a baby phone, man. Yeah, my fingers are just tired, man. Exhausted fingers. Ugh.
Mind if I roll need?
Yeah.
Repent.
The inventor who giggled. Plexical with the 64 Montheronis. Oh my god, Plexical. So many months. That's 2 to the 6 months. Ooh. Yes. 64 lifetimes. Ow.
I will show you fear.
I will show you fear. I don't even know if I Uther of the Ebon Blade right now. I mean, I'm going to be up against a guy who's going to be just bopping me as best he can. But,
The light's
for the audience.
has failed. Fall by my hand.
79041 says, Sean, hey. Alright, is that game? Did we lose? I think we lost.
Get me out of here!
I don't think this deck does enough, because, like, I feel that the Uther of the Ebon Blade win condition is sufficiently neato against real slow control decks. But I don't actually know if it does enough threatening until then. Like, in this circumstance, if I was dropping a lot of threats on the board that our opponent had to deal with,
Not too quickly.
like, it feels like too much card draw and sprinting through, and not enough just good old-fashioned control. Because I feel like the control decks that I really like are the ones that have, like, Lich King and Tyrion Ford Ring. And just a lot of beef to them. I think our opponent screwed up. I think he ran out of time. I wonder if I'll actually get a turn. Well, he has it, but let's see if he actually got there in time. Alright, nice. Because this is the issue I have with this kind of control deck, is our win condition with Uther, it just doesn't seem to get there. It doesn't seem to get there enough. So, like, here's the type of control deck that I would want to be building. I'd want to actually have tools that can beat down our opponent. Maybe actually just have this as the only card draw, really. I want to have some nice juicy things like Tyrion. And I think, you know what, Uther of the Ebon Blade is just nice as a value card. And something like, definitely the Sunkeeper, and what's it called? Lich. What? Apo Koala has just gifted 100 subs. And has now gifted a total of 151 subs. Jesus Christ, Apo Koala. Holy shit. Well, in that case, let's... Alright, you asked for it, Apo Koala. Let's thank everyone. We got Sandbag, Double-O's. Oh my god, it's actually scrolling off the screen. Everyone stop typing. Everyone stop typing. No one type anymore. J-Sure, Variable, Lakami, Sergeant, shit, it's gone. Thrax Mundi, Darth Vader, Port Vactin, BRJ, DRB, Rotary Pair, 5992, Thyresis, Zly Elf, Very Sad Person, Benanaz, stop typing, you guys. Yogbuskus, Zahex, Weak Voice, Tien, Minari, Scarlet Pan, oh shit, keep scrolling past, I keep missing so many people, I'm so sorry everyone. Grill Pill, Zealot Gamer, Clips Fan, Baby of the Year, Nate Dogger, 3D Res, I, Ilani Jen, Teal Y, OS, Mr. President, M1. Okay, it's just scrolling past so fast, and people are typing. Of course, I can't ever possibly tell people to stop typing. Oh my god, holy shit, holy fuck, Apo Koala, oh my god. Druidmar, Ruby7 _ love PhD. Yedrello, Sepher1, great tap. Well, hey, to all 100 of you who have just joined, I'm sorry I just missed. Virtually all of you. And I do love the name Baby of the Year. It's just, it scrolled up so fast, I apologize. And I hope that all of you just come and say, hey, look, there's Grill Pill. Hey, Grill Pill. Hey. Guys, I was like, stop typing. Everyone's like, oh, I'm going to start typing. 240X, did I lose my sub badge? Doesn't look like it. Kilgore Trout 41, this is my 30th birthday. Notice me, man. Happy Decade 3 conclusion, man. Well, you know what? In honor of all our new folk here, let's build the most powerful Control Paladin deck there ever were, huh? So I think that the way that we can actually win this is we have some control elements, like maybe a Crystal Smith Kangor. But we have to actually have threats that we can play and build up. Free Look 1993 for 68 months. Bug hit brand new. Damn! Welcome one, welcome all. Hot diggity dambity doodah. Whew. Holy guacamole, man. Holy guacamole. Well, let's get in the obvious ones. I think we definitely do run Righteous Protectors. We definitely run the Equalities. Probably run the Elder Peacekeepers. Oh yeah, the Paragon of Light. This might be an acceptable card in here. How do I just keep the pressure on? Level ups are generally not nice and threatening. But you just have a mech package. Spike Ridge Steed is a pretty essential control tool. Maybe this. Bonica 2 and Damn Deer. Dude, Apo Koala. Look, there's King Zhao says thanks for the gift. Yeah, anyone who got gifted, man, just give Apo Koala the @ That is like the largest sub-gifting I've seen ever, actually. I mean, it's kind of a new feature, and I've seen 5s and 10s done, but 100 is kind of one of a kind. Holy shit. Holy cow. God, I love this card so much. I don't think it actually fits in what we're doing. Nobody says, I don't think you can gift more than 100. That's just so crazy. Apo Koala, like, Apo Koala is one of the longest subs on Twitch. Like, top 10, certainly, of this channel. And then, like, also drops 100. That's just so generous, man. Thank you. Uther seems pointless, does it not? If cheating out big threats with Prismatic Lens is the goal, yeah, that's not the goal. That is definitely not the goal. Prismatic Lens, it's just card draw. It's just draw 2, which is good in a control deck, and occasionally we can make some interesting and unique plays. That's it. That's all Prismatic Lens is, and I think this is the type of deck in which this is most suitable. I think so. I think this is right. I don't think we need any more weapons, because we have 4 weapons in the deck now. Maybe we just do some mechs. Let's just look at what are the good mechs that we could possibly be running. A lot of these mechs are terrible. Like, I think Ziliax seems good. I don't know if I want to run Giggling Inventor. Apo Koala says, not to brag, but I've been tier 3 since its implementation too. It was that or braces. All hail my crooked-ass teeth. I salute your crooked-ass teeth. I hope next time you're having yourself a Coca-Cola with a straw, you bite down as hard as you can and slot that straw through one of the holes. Right in through the gaps. Alright. Now, I just want to look. Like, what happens if we do something like this? What happens if we do something like this? Oh, wait, we definitely need the Pyromancer. I think that we will need the... Aldor Peacekeeper. I just don't think Hydrologist is very good these days. Do we want a Doomsayer as well? None of these are good, huh? I feel like just a Doomsayer. Do I even think this is worth it to just run a Mechano Egg? I don't think that's actually that good. Let me look up what heals. This actually might have some legs. It's not that much that heals other than the Benevolent Djinn. Actually has some merit to it. Hard Controladin. No. Prismatic Controladin. What are our significant threats? We don't actually need that many really scary ones. Probably some more creatures in here are going to be helpful. It's kind of why I peeled out the mech thought. The mechs just seemed like they were not doing terribly much. Kind of want to be battling a lot. Look at that, chat stopped typing, that's right. What? How do we finish this puppy out? Probably do want a Doomsayer, yeah. Doomsayer's probably important. Doomsayer. Well, at least one of these oozes, yeah. Seems like a good response card to a lot of things. You know, I think Mossy Horror is actually going to be extremely good in this. See, this is starting to look like a control deck that I like. Oh, we still have Kangaroo's Endless Army in there. I thought I clicked that thing out. That means that I may have accidentally removed another thing. Like, I feel that this card is really good. Typically. We look a little heavy on the high end, but I don't think this is too bad. We really don't need that much draw for this heavy. think I kind of do want this Shrink Ray. Just one. I was just feeling intelligent. I think one Thalnos is good. Maybe. I think that might be good. This could actually be very nice to have. Especially with Kangor. We need a little bit more sturdiness right in the middle. Oh my god. Thank God. Thank God my brain finally came together again. The Stonehill Defender. Good lord, we almost forgot the All-Star. The All-Star himself, the Stonehill Defender. You know what? This is the last card that we definitely need. Okay. There we go. This is your typical control deck. It's kind of slow, but we have a lot of things that can actually get big on the board. Why no Giggling Inventor? Again, tell me what you think I should cut in order to place it in. I think that's where I can start giving you an actual answer. No, Jin, I don't think we need it. I don't think we really need it necessarily. We may need some more really basic healing. Cut Shrink Ray, include Giggling Inventor. Could be. That is a possibility. Giggling Inventor is pretty obnoxious for people to try to punch through. I just like traditional control. What else would we cut to try to get another one in there? Shrink Ray is really good against Warlock, though. I want to try to not run it. Why is Uther necessary? I don't think it's necessary. It's just very, very good. The Ooze I'm running because of the Malagos Druids that have Twig of the World tree. There is Odd Rogue that has a lot of weapon destruction strength. Acidic Swamp Ooze might actually be fine. Stonehill for the Giggling. We already have Stonehill, and Stonehill can't rip Giggling Inventor. Tyrion is too slow. This deck might in general be too slow. That would be the issue.